Hello there guys, this is your gameplay commentator. I got your Hydra for the win. And this is my first video on my new channel. In this video I'm going to be playing some Crysis free multiplayer beta on the game mode Hunter. This is basically to tell you guys a little bit about this channel, about what this channel is trying to do, and to talk about this game. And let's start talking about the game first, because I think that would be the most interesting subject. This is being played on the PC at 1080p resolution on ultra graphics, and the frames are about 20 to 30. Now this game is a pretty standard shooter overall in terms of gameplay mechanics. It has a lot of similarities to COD. Probably the most unique thing about this game is obviously this Hunter mode that I'm playing now. This game is obviously going to ship with multiple modes. The two modes that are present on the demo are Hunter, which is what I'm playing now, and like basically a King of the Hill. I believe it's called Crysis, which is pretty much a King of the Hill game mode. But I do believe there's going to be definitely some team deathmatch and things of that nature in the full game. So basically, when you're playing Hunter, there are two people that start out as predators, and everybody else is just trying to survive. So it actually has a lot of similarities to zombies, but I'm not a particular fan of zombies in most games, and I actually like this Hunter mode, and I think it's probably going to be the best mode of this game. And the reason for that is simply because I think that it provides a substantial element of fear, of emotion, and I think that that really is what sets this mode apart, where Crysis is pretty generic. Now I will say this about the shooter: the hit detection, especially on the PC, is pretty good. I've gotten the chance to play this both on the Xbox 360 and the PC. Obviously graphics, there's a massive difference. In terms of hit detection and other gameplay elements, I think that they're very similar, with the PC having a slight edge, of course, and that's just because, you know, you're playing on low ping servers. So that makes a lot of sense. In this particular game mode, I'm playing as the close quarter operative with a shotgun, which when I'm playing this mode, this is what I like to play. I noticed that the skill curve is definitely a little bit higher on the PC. And, you know, definitely when you're playing Crysis has always been one of those games that's kind of been, you know, one of the mainstays of it is its amazing graphics. And, you know, on the Xbox 360, just because of how old the system is and how close we're getting to the Xbox 720, which is rumored to come out this summer to this fall, you know, it's not really anything spectacular. The gameplay is good, and the gameplay is very similar, but in terms of the graphics, it's nothing spectacular. On the PC, it's pretty good. It's probably a little bit better than Crysis 2, maybe. I have Crysis 2 on Steam if you guys want to see some gameplay of that, so that you guys can kind of compare it. You know, just leave a comment on this video or whatever. And, you know, just as a side note, if you definitely guys like this channel, please leave a comment, please subscribe. Alright, now that that kind of self-promo was done, and sorry about that, because that's kind of whatever. Anyway, now that that's done, let's just keep talking about the gameplay. Crysis to me has always felt like they were really trying to emulate Call of Duty, just in terms of how the shooter mechanisms work. Like, you know, I mean, you have your aim down sights, you have, you know, your trigger, you have your grenades. It's just a very Call of Duty style setup. However, the gameplay, especially with this Hunter mode, is very good. I do like it a lot. Crysis is a little generic, but overall, I think that this shooter is definitely going to be worth money. The one thing that I would definitely say to anybody thinking of picking this game up is this game is, you know, basically by, I believe it's called Crytek. I was going to say SciTech, but I think it's Crytek, in conjunction with EA. And as we all know, EA sucks. And look at this, I don't know how this got shown. Look at that. That doesn't, okay, well that's a beta glitch right there, but anyway. You know, EA is going to fuck up games. We've all known this, guys. I mean, Mass Effect 3 is a classic example of what I'm talking about. But I would get this game, but I don't know. Do I want to spend the $460 on it? I don't know. You know what I mean? Tell me, guys, if you like the gameplay and want to see me play more of this. But it's just, I think that EA is going to pull the standard bullshit where it's going to be, you know, you have to buy this game new if you want to play online. But, I mean, I would say it's worth $30 to $40. That's my honest appraisal. I would give it about, when I'm talking about the beta, I'm saying about an 8 out of 10. I don't think it's going to be a groundbreaking game. I think it's going to be a decent shooter. That's very kind of, you know, in the line of Call of Duty, in the line of Battlefield. I don't think, actually it probably has more similarities to Battlefield because that's an EA affiliated product as well. So yeah, I would say spend $30 to $40 on this game. I wouldn't suggest buying it new, like, you know, let's say a Halo or Gears of War, where you want that immediate multiplayer experience. You want that first out of the gate, bam. You know, there's something special about launch. I think Crysis Free is one of those games that definitely, you know, you're going to have to buy it new because EA is going to have the online pass bit, but wait until it drops to about $40. That's what I would give. That's what I'm starting to feel this game is going to go to. In terms of the beta, it's been very, very fun to play, especially at the beginning, especially when you're new to Hunter. That adrenaline, that excitement is definitely there in this game mode. And I don't know, I mean, I'm still considering buying it new, but you know, it's one of those games that if I had to recommend it to somebody else, and definitely if you're on a limited income in college, in high school, I would definitely recommend, you know, waiting. And if you have the PC, you know, obviously I would recommend getting the PC version, just because, you know, you're going to see a lot more of what Crysis is famous for. You know, on Xbox 360, it's going to be even more a little bit of a generic shooter that's nevertheless of excellent quality. It's just of excellent generic quality, except for this Hunter mode, which I actually think is pretty unique and pretty innovative, and just, you know, kind of something a little different, which is in shooters, you know, something that shooters tend to lack is difference and innovation.
Excellent.
On this channel, what can you guys expect? Well, I'm going to try, you know, time permitting, start some Let's Play series, see what you guys think about them, see what the feedback is, maybe some Blops 2, you know, Black Ops 2 live streaming to this channel. So definitely check my feed often. I'm creating a Twitter account so you guys can log on to that, you know, sub that, and then basically, you know, see when the Blops 2 live streams are coming up. You know, pretty much any games you guys want on the PC. I mean, I'm pretty open to playing different games. I generally have a lot of opportunities. I've got all 3 gaming systems, the PS3, the Xbox 360, and, you know, the PC. So pretty much tell me what you guys want to see, and there's a high likelihood that I can play some of that game. So that's pretty much what I want to say about this channel. This is actually a pretty fun kill where basically I'm playing as a sniper, a hunter's chasing me, bam, throw out the C4, and we both go up. But I mean, he was going to get me anyway. There was no real escape, so you got to do what you got to do in those kind of situations. I mean, look at the lighting effects. Now I have to say this about this game: you can really see on the PC how far they're pushing it. The only reason they're not pushing it further, and I think, you know, anybody who plays the PC, who's in the PC gaming, is going to see pretty much straight from the beginning, is that pretty much because they're developing this for consoles as well, and it's not a PC exclusive, there's only so much they're going to be able to do. They can't have something like completely spectacular, you know what I'm saying, just because, you know, since they're developing it for the consoles, they're going to make the PC version better, but not groundbreaking like the original Crysis was. That's just something we gotta kind of accept when we're talking about, you know, multi-console releases, which seem to be the majority of releases coming out today, honestly. Games I'm excited about coming out, definitely Gears of War Judgment on the Xbox 360 is probably the game I'm really excited about. The game I'm enjoying right now, I want to talk about that for a little while, and that's Devil May Cry, the new DMC, which I think has gotten a lot of bad press, and a lot of bad press for no good reason. That game is a good game, it's a solid game, there's nothing wrong with it. Most of the bad press it's gotten, in my opinion, is very unjustified, and really relates to, I think, how a lot of fans of the series, and I completely understand this, I'm a huge Halo fan. I would be upset if they changed Halo just like they kind of did in Halo Reach and somewhat in Halo 4.
90 seconds
to
left.
a different extent though, but I understand what the series fans are complaining about, because I have played some previous Devil May Cry's. It's different. It's really different. However, as an action-adventure game and rated by itself, like if you imagine that the other Devil May Cry's had not come about, then I would give that game a solid 9 out of 10. And that's a really high rating. I mean, it's not perfect. There's some problems. But the game's tremendous. I'm actually thinking of doing a Let's Play series on the PC version. I actually got the original version on the Xbox 360, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. However, the PC version being able to be unlocked and go 60 frames a second, as in addition to just having a lot better graphics, that I can see clearly when I've been looking at the PC version, and it's 1920 by 1080 resolution, gives a lot of advantages, and the game itself is just really good. Now, is Capcom, which I believe is the publisher of the game, in conjunction with Ninja Theory, which is, I guess, an actual developer, are they doing some funny business? For sure, like this costume pack, which is ridiculous. That should have been provided free, not for like 320 Microsoft points. But is the game good? Yes, it is. And that's the main thing. That's always when you're reviewing a game, when you're thinking about games, isn't that somewhat the first, you know, priority? Is the game good? So I just wanted to leave you guys with that note. This is I Got Your Hydra for the Win out, and I will see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed this commentary.